Good evening. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Good evening. Trust God, we all had a great day today. May His name be glorified. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, I see you all. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. Thank you. We ask God Almighty, the creator of nature, to bless this live video using nature, which is what He has created for man's use. I am here to share something you can do with prayer, something that has worked for me. In fact, something that has worked for me just a few days ago. So I say, why keep it? I know this is not the first time I am sharing this kind of video, but today's own, we are going in depth a little. Yesterday, we talked about how to use water, standing on water, praying with water, sending water on an errand. Today, I want us to talk about how 2 ways you can use salt to get maximum spiritual results. You see this thing God created here called salt. But please, when you are using salt, do not use the iodized salt. Salt has 84 minerals in it. So for you to get maximum result when using salt, you need a salt that still has all these 84 minerals intact. Now, the iodized salt is the type that has gone through some process of adding some vitamin, iodine, reducing, subtracting, cleaning it, letting out, and all that. If that is the only option you have of salt, then you can go ahead. But if you have other option, please do not use processed salt. One of the best salts to use for spiritual purpose is the one I have here. This salt is the type you buy in the market. When you go to the market, they use cup to measure it. It comes in bag. Yes. The second salt you can use to get maximum result for spiritual purpose is sea salt. And sea salt has the refined and unrefined sea salt. What I have here is the unrefined sea salt. You can eat the refined sea salt, it's fine. But when it comes to spiritual purpose, you can also use the refined sea salt. But let's be sincere to ourselves. Spiritually, you will not get all the benefits if you are using refined sea salt. So go for unrefined sea salt. Another salt you can use to get the maximum effectiveness is Himalayan pink salt. The one I have is exhausted, but I think every one of us should know what is Himalayan. Is it Himalayan, whichever? There is a man inside. Himalayan pink salt is another salt you can use for spiritual purpose and get very fast and effective results. Another salt you can use for spiritual purpose is the native salt. You can see it here in block form. The native salt is another spiritually potent salt you can use for spiritual purpose. It always comes this way. But I heard that there is a way they adulterate it now by just going to buy the normal salt and just mold it. Not the way we no go see it is well. But if you want to get these salts, you can go to people selling herbs and all that. Hopefully, you get the best from them. Tell them you want native salt. Look at it. So, if you are into this journey of natural things, try to get these 3 salts. You will need them. Yes, very important. Himalayan pink salt may be a bit difficult and more expensive for you to get. So, That may be a little bit of excuse, cheesy, I can't get it, I can't find it. But you see these ones, you don't have excuse. Oh, I don't have money. Nothing works for me. I don't have money. My dear, by the grace of God, may you not lack 100 naira. Because with 100 naira, at least you can still buy this one. Yes, it's the cheapest among these three now, at least. So try and get it. Thank you. Okay, for those that will say, which is the iodized or processed one? Those ones you can use them as alternative if you don't have a choice, you understand? Those ones inside park, modernized company and all that. You get? Thank you. Ye are the salt of the world. Salt is mentioned in various places biblically. The prophet Elijah talked about salt. Now, I know some of us, the only place we know biblically about salt is when they say, "Ye are the salt of the world." We can quote that. We can quote that Bible verse. Are you actually and really the salt of the world? Ask yourself that question. Before God will refer to us as salt of the world, Noah's wife turned to salt. Abi, is it Lot? Lot's wife turned to salt. You can see how powerful salt is. There's nothing she did not turn to pepper. She did not turn to Maggi. Now salt. That is how powerful salt is. Now, salt is something that's one of the things your enemies cannot stand. Yes. Salt destroy lesser vibrations, lesser energies. We are higher vibrations. Yes, humans are the higher vibrations. Other energies are lesser vibrations. If you know the pedigree, why am I speaking English? Is it pedigree or pedestal that God has placed you as human? Spiritually, if you know what you are, I tell you, you realize that by the grace of God, these other vibrations are supposed to bow to you. If you know your place in God, if you know how to use this nature with prayer, these other vibrations, lesser vibrations are supposed to bow for you. Do you know that a house where salt is kept with the intention of sending out negative energy, I can keep this salt here and just leave it. It has no effect because I have not empowered it. Like, it could be I want to use it to cook food. It could be I want to use it for any other thing. But if I keep this salt in strategic places in this house and speak to the salt, I tell you, no lesser energy will be able to cross this house. That is how spiritually powerful this is it mineral? It's not crystal, it's mineral, right? Salt is. Do you know, before I tell us the two ways of sitting and standing on it, let's talk a little about salt. You can drop salt at the entrance of your house, prayerfully speaking. For those that say, I used to hear something like something is coming into my house. You can drop salt under your bed. Yes, for those that used to have evil dreams and all that, you can drop some salt under your pillow. It gives you accurate revelatory dreams. For those also that we always say, I do not remember my dreams. You understand? You can use salt to mop your home. It is also spiritually potent. You can dissolve salt in water, sprinkle it all over your house, speaking that from today on, no lesser vibration, no demon, no evil should be able to stand in this house, because today you are concentrating this salt. Today you are making this salt fire. Today you are making this salt a weapon of warfare in your hands, in your home. You understand? Now, I still remember when I was still little, growing up, there is this water, if you're a Catholic, before you come into the church, there is this water they will drop, and you put your hand and you make the sign of the cross. One day, out of curiosity, because please don't laugh at me. I was actually extra young, like, but I can still remember that. Let's say 10, 12 years. So one day, I actually wanted to know, what's so special? What is in this water that before we enter the church, you put your hand in the water and make the sign of the cross? One day, I went there, I put my hands, looked, and no one is seeing me. I tested it. Oh God, may God have mercy. I tested it. I want to know, is this ordinary water? What's so special? And guess what? It was tasting salty. Yes, it was tasting salty. Now, let's talk about ways you can use salt. Number one, which is the method I have used recently, and to the glory of God, all I can say is, Lord, you are merciful. Lord, you are kind. Mercy is your name. Thank you, God Almighty, for creating salt. It is a method like prayer of liberation. You understand? Prayer of liberation. You can go ahead, maybe buy this China whites, white material they sell in the markets. You get that they used to cut. I hope you understand. Just buy it, like depending on the one that we use, you will be enough for you to tie. Tie it, the white one, then cut some, tie it as scarf. This is prayer of purification, serious prayer of purification. You understand? Now, you get salt round in a big circle or triangle or whatever, just something you can sit in and stretch your leg as a woman. Then you get your white candle. If you have, light the white candle. Then get a bowl of water. Keep that bowl of water in the circle also. Add some salt into this bowl of water. Then add what's it called, honey, into this bowl of water. While you are seated in this round circle, begin to speak and pray the things you don't want out of your life, asking God to liberate you, asking God to deliver you. You know that which you have been believing God while you are seated with your tied white wrapper. Pray seriously. Tell God that you have come before. First and foremost, start by confessing your sin. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. Every man is a sinner. None is righteous before God. Our righteousness is like a filthy rag before God. Acknowledge your sins, both the ones you know and you do not know. Ask God for mercy. Tell God that should it be your sin that is hindering you from receiving this thing, you have been trusting him one way or the other, in his mercy, as you embark on this prayer of purification and warfare prayer, that he have mercy on you and forgive you. After you are done praying for it, asking God for forgiveness of your sin, while seated in that circle of salt, light your white candle. You can do this outside the compound of your house. It doesn't matter. If you cannot do it inside your house, that's if you live alone. If not only you get the compound, though, don't go and do this type of thing outside the house of your compound. Neighbors will see you tomorrow. They go say you they collect their destiny. Meanwhile, it's not like that. You get ahead. If you are living in your house, a compound is yours. Go outside the compound and do this. Now, seated in that circle, you can read some Bible verses. You can decide to do this with prayer and fasting. Close when you're about to close your fasting, maybe like an hour or something, then you set up that salt and prayer ritual. You understand? Sitting in that cycle with your candle lighted and with the water of salt and honey you have already mixed beside with your white. Okay, for those that may ask, oh, I cannot go and buy, or I cannot buy, I know if you see where I go see white, can I wear my normal clothes to do it? The thing is, the clothes you use in doing that spiritual exercise, you are not going to use it again. So do you have any clothes you can sacrifice that after that you are going to burn it? If you do, that's fine. But if you don't have any clothes you want to waste to burn, then it's better you go and buy the white this thing. You understand? I even prefer that white what is it called? I think a yard is even 600. Thank God, at least it's affordable. So when you are done, pouring out your heart to God, telling God that you have never seen where the power of man or demon will be greater than that of his power. Whatever it is that is holding you back in this aspect of life, that is making you this. We all know what we are trusting God. It could be your business, it could be your children, your spouse, whatever it is. Pour out your heart to God in that circle of salt. Pour out in that circle of salt. When you are done praying with that candle, thank you so much. This is a beautiful prayer particle. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you. So after pouring out your heart to God, remember the candle must be lit inside there with you. You understand? Now, when you are done praying, reading your psalms, singing your choruses, cry. If you want to cry, you cry. no be ajebo prayer. This one no be ajebo prayer. You want to cry, let him see your tears. A broken heart and a concrete heart. How did the Bible say it? The Lord does not neglect. So when you are done, you come out of the salt. The candle, if you have time, allow the candle to burn down. But if you don't have time, just hold the candle like this, turn it upside down and hit it on the ground to go off. Now, sweep the salt and the candle, whatever with the candle, just go and throw it in waste bin or wherever, or outside your home. The clothes you use, that white one, that's why, like I said initially, you need a white cloth you can dispose, or a cloth you're not wearing. That cloth, go and burn it off. As you're burning it, you are telling the Lord that you are burning every of your sorrow. You are burning every setback, disappointment, what is it called? Infertility. That is, if whatever it is. Now, this water you have mixed with salt and honey, just take it, go and bath with it. How do you bath with it? Do not towel dry yourself. Allow it to dry on you. Do this spiritual exercise, at least if you can, if time permits you, do it for 3 days. It doesn't have time. It doesn't have time. Oh, I cannot do it. I'm only available in the morning. Please do it. Our God is not a God of time. Yes, he answers at any time. Oh, I can only do it in the afternoon. Pico, Meye. I can only do it in the middle of the night. If your mind carry you, because what you will see around you, what will come, if your mind carry you, that is even the best time to do it. That is why you need to cover yourself with the precious blood of Jesus while you are doing this, especially if you are doing it in the middle of the night. Watch your dreams. Get ready. They will come. They will come for you, because this is not a joke. You will, for those that some that experience spiritual spouse, whatever, by the grace of God, it may come to you and tell you that, come on, get out. I don't want to see you again. You are disturbed, this. I tell you, it's simple but very effective. They will come to attack you. No say I no warn you, but it's not, don't be scared. You see, the problem we are having is when these attacks are not coming, you sleep like a baby. Some of us say we sleep like a baby. Meanwhile, you don't know that. Good evening, I see you. Thank you for stopping by. Some of us say, oh, I sleep like a baby. Who told you you're sleeping like a baby? Because they don't used to come and attack you. If you don't, there's no troubler of your destiny or your life. Why is it that when you start some spiritual exercise or spiritual work, you begin to get attacked? Ask yourself. Some of us think, oh, some people will say, I don't used to have attack, but since I started this thing, you are touching something. There is something that, the enemy is like rats. What's that rat that they say it will bite you and blow you breeze when you are sleeping? So you will not feel the pain. When it bites, it will blow you breeze. So you will not be sleeping, snoring. When you wake up in the morning, you look at your leg or your hand. Rats don't chop them. How? This. Because as it bites you, when you won't do like this small, we go blow you breeze, you will not sleep again. That is how the enemy are. When they make life seems, even some of us, sometimes in life, that is not where God wants us to be. But the enemy will just allow you to have a small air, fresh air, small, and you will assume, thank you. Yes, God is exposing them. And you will assume that all is well. It is not well. You are destined to give some people 100,000 without shaking. You are destined to remove 500,000 and no go be like anything. You are destined to give 1 million, you no go be like anything. But when the enemy wants to make you feel like you are, like things are going well for you, maybe they will allow you to be getting a job of 100, then they pay you 100,000. You say, after all, I have a job. No. There are a lot of people that are, their destiny is a destiny that generations must hear about them. But the enemy will not allow you. When you then start these spiritual works, they will come to attack you. Because they know and feel that, Shebi, we allowed this one. Shebi, we allowed this one to the born now. Yes, they allowed the person to the born. But to even see money come out to the war, should we allow her to born now? She's not supposed to be happy. She's not supposed. No, don't be relaxed. Don't be relaxed. It is not just enough for you to born, but it is the will and grace of God that you born, and He made provision on how to train those children. And it is the will of God that by the grace of God you born and stay alive to train those children. It is not the will of God that you born in the process your life will be cut short. No, I know that there is what we call destiny. There is no one that my people say na taller. That is, there is no one that will stay in this life forever. But what we are praying and fighting is, oh Lord, do not allow the enemies to cut my life short. God, I no agree. I no agree. If it is the destiny of the will of God that, okay, in 100 years or 50 years old, you stay 50, you stay 90. That is what you should agree with. A lot of people will tell you that delay is not denial. Who told you delay is not denial? That's the strategy of the enemy to keep pampering you. What you accept is what you become. This was not the video I wanted to make today, the live video. The live video I want to talk about is how some of us have missed our phase in life. People will tell you that opportunity comes but once. Some people use it to encourage you. Every disappointment is a blessing. There are some opportunity that comes in this life. If you miss them in a particular phase of your life, and there is no one that God uses as opportunity, He uses humans. If you miss those opportunities at a particular phase of your life, believe me, if you are lucky, God will give you a second chance. And when that second chance may come, it may be at a later time of your life. That is if you are lucky. But there are some opportunities that once they are missed forever. I'm beginning to enter the video I'm supposed to make. Let's not go there for now. Now, this is one way you can use salt to overcome your troublers by the grace of God. Now, what is the second way you can use salt to overcome every evil altar, your troublers, and whatever? Is the same method. If you have the white clothes, fine, that is good. If you don't have it, you can get a cloth you no longer want to use that you can dispose. Pour salt on the ground, enough salt that you will be able to stand on. Stand on that salt and begin to tell God how you want your life to be. Stand on that salt and begin to tell God the things you don't want in your life. Stand on that salt and begin to tell God to trouble your troublers, to judge those that have judged you unjustly. Just stand on the salt and speak out. Pray out your intentions to the Creator that was not created. You can also prepare the water method, putting water, salt, and honey in a bowl that you will use to go and bath after standing. Now, this is you. If you want to do the two methods, the sitting method, the standing method, that makes it perfect. So if you're doing the standing method and the sitting method at the same time, when you come out from the sitting this thing, then you put this one, you will stand by the side. The same time, you just stand on it, do it the same time, and dispose, carry it, and go and throw away. Now, a lot of us neglect the power of salt baths. I have had people that told me that since when I started having a salt bath, I no longer experience spiritual spouse. Since when I started having a salt bath, I no longer experience in-law. There are people that they cannot go out without having their salt bath because they know the efficacy of salt bath spiritually. You see, there is another way you can use salt to remove evil arrow. Take salt, take preferably this one or this one, whichever you have. Put it on your hand. Take black pepper. There's what we call black pepper. I don't know if you know what is black pepper. Google it. But black pepper is not uziza, please. They are not the same thing in any way. Don't let them deceive you because these people at the market, when you tell them they tried it with me, I want to buy black pepper, they will not bring you uziza seed. When you want to buy, this is not black pepper, they will just want to convince you this one is the senior brother of black pepper. They are in the same family, they are in the same home. No. Black pepper is different from uziza seed. Get your black pepper. Put 7 seeds in the salt. If there's anyone that is troubled by evil eye, whatever, nothing is moving for you, sickness, this one, that. Just hold these 2 mixtures, 7 seed of black pepper with your salt. Pray and speak. Tell God that, Lord, in your mercy, if this sickness is not It's not ordinary sickness. If this sickness is an arrow, it's not just for sickness or anything you want to let. This is for letting out. Lord, in your mercy, deliver me. As I use this, oh Lord, may 7 times. Right? 7 times. When you are done, go and throw it away. That's all you need. Now, there are some persons, they carry salt with them. Yes, some persons you may not know. They'll just look on maybe handkerchief or something, put salt in their bag, especially maybe when they feel they want to go to some kind of places they don't understand, whereby they don't have a choice. They want to go to some meeting, they will meet some people, you understand? Just tie salt in your handkerchief, put it in your bag, and go with it. See, if we begin to talk about the spiritual things you can do with this salt, I tell you, till tomorrow morning, we will not leave here. But let me end this video here, if you don't mind, except if you want me to continue. Should we continue? Should we continue? Yes. Then I have some mothers that will always come. My child always cry. Yes. The simplest thing, what can I use to cleanse my baby? Especially when they are newborn. That's when I mean newborn, no, I don't mean there are some things you can't say on camera so that they will not say, but if not me, then born you today. Then born you today. You go start all those. I beg. I cannot say, I cannot teach you how to take care of your newborns, you understand? But at least 3 months, be putting a little, not put too much, I beg. They are babies. Just, when you give birth to them, people will come and greet them. Just the same way you as an adult need cleansing. They need sometimes all those cries, unnecessary cry. No be belle de pena, no be hungry, no be sleep. My energies, this one will come. This carry out, fine baby. I'm not saying that people that comes to greet your baby, they are doing the no. Energies. You cannot tell the energies anyone is carrying to come. You understand? Always, sometimes, put a little salt in baby water, put on small, just a little. Pray over it, prophesy over it, and ask the Lord to use it to remove every negative energy. The same way you adults need cleansing. The same way by the time you cleanse yourself, you have a sound sleep, body go do kakaraka. When you are also doing that for baby, you will notice that by the grace of God, no more too much of all those unnecessary cry. You can't allow baby to be carrying negative energy. Our body they hot. Body that is hurting is not like his teeth or anything. It's not like a stage of baby growth or whatever. Sometimes it is negative energy that is disturbing these babies. A little salt in baby water. You be cleansing baby. Your children 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. A little salt in their bath water, cleanse them of negative energies. When they come in contact with people, play and all that, put a little salt in their bath water, cleanse them. That way you are happy, you have peace of mind, you have rest of mind, you understand? So let's stop here. This is the little I want to talk about for today, about salt. Then, by the grace of God, our next listing will be on time and season. Let me tell us what happens when and how to recognize times and season by the grace of God, so we don't miss time and season. How to recognize people that God has set into our life for a purpose, time and season, so that we do not miss time and season with some certain people. Some of us today, we are on the second stage of waiting with God because we have missed the first stage. It could be maritally, yes. Now that one, the worst. When you miss, some of us are married to people that we are supposed to call as boyfriend. You use, how did they talk? You use boyfriend, do husband. You use husband, do boyfriend. You understand? It is time and season. You understand? When we miss it sometimes in these time and seasons of life, somebody that is supposed to take you to the greater heights, your destiny helper, time and season, they come. One way or the other, you mix them. You miss them. Time and season. Time and season happens to us all. So it's just for us to be at alert and prayerfully so that we'll not miss our time and season. That will be our next life by the grace of God. Let's learn about time and season. And if in any way we have missed any time and season, so we'll know how to ask God for divine restoration. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. It's none other person but Gloria Chizzy. Thank you.